get your attention, I would like to once again introduce tonight's show, PSU Kaibigan's 17th Annual Filipino Culture Night Re-Presentation. Did you guys enjoy the food tonight?
Oh yeah!
Man, I think lumpia is my favorite, personally.
Oh, I can't argue with that. The lumpia is always the best.
By the way, if you don't know already, my name is Abraham Passion.
And my name is Pedro, and we will be tonight's MC.
Yeah, so before we get the show started, we actually want to present to you all the Philippines National Anthem, sung by PSU Kaibigan's very own president, Cristina Carpio, and PSU Kaibigan alum, Jhus Custodio.
Bayang matino, penas ng silanganan, alam ng puso, sa dibdib mo'y buhay. Lupang hiniram, duyang ka na magiting, sa mandulupig, di ka ba sisiil, sa dagat at bundok, sa simoy at sa langit mo'y bukal. May dilag at tula at awit sa paglayang minamahal. Ang kislap ng watawat mo'y tagumpay na nagniningning. Ang bituin at araw niya kailan may magdidilim. Luban at araw na hatid pagsinta, buhay at langit sa piling mo. Ang miligayang hapon may maghabi, ang mamatay ng dahil sa'yo.
Wow, that was an amazing performance from both Cristina Carpio and Jhus Custodio. Can we give them another round of applause?
So before we get the show started, we actually want to introduce to you all this year's PSU Kaibigan 2021-2022 Executive Board. So if you all turn your attention to the screen over here, we'll get started with introductions.
First up, we have First up, we have PSU Kaibigan's historian, Nicole Guetta.
Up next, we have PSU Kaibigan's Publicity Director, Patricia Pahina.
We have PSU Kaibigan's Community Relations and Outreach Director, Adrian Bokalu.
Up next, we have PSU Kaibigan's Political Chair, Aiden Durias.
PSU Kaibigan's Educational Chair, Ron Janus Nicole.
And we have PSU Kaibigan's Social Chair, Sinessa Blanca.
Up next, we have PSU Kaibigan's Treasurer and MC for tonight, Abraham Passion.
And right after me, we have PSU Kaibigan's Secretary, Lauren J. Montefalcon.
Up next, we have PSU Kaibigan's Vice President, Danica Gaskin.
And last, certainly not least, PSU Kaibigan's President, starring in tonight's show, you already know her, Cristina Carpio.
Can we give another round of applause to the amazing E-Board for putting on this amazing show tonight?
Now before me and Pei head up on out of here, we wanted to share with you all PSU Kaibigan's mission statement, which is to unite and empower Filipino-American students here at PSU through social, political, educational, and cultural activities, all while celebrating the Filipino-American experience. Now we want to hand the mic over to Jhus, who wants to say a few words before we get the show started.
So, yes. So, first of all, thank you all so much for being here today. There's just a couple of things I wanted to touch on that are important to touch on before you see the show. Number one is, when you typically hear of a cultural night, you're probably expecting a very particular thing. You expect to see traditional dances and whatnot, and that's a very important thing. I'm trying to set a very clear expectation here that what you're going to see tonight is probably very different than what you're used to. There is this quote from this rapper named Bamboo. And he says these few lines in a Ruby Ibarra song, also a really dope rapper. And the acronym for Filipino Cultural Night is PCN. And he says this line that goes like, there's this part, that's that part I can't stand. Push that PCN beyond dance. Push that PCN for your college club to build bridges up to homeland. And I can't help but believe that there is something to really push the envelope for cultural nights in general. Not just from a production standpoint, but also the message to send where we're not. And although it is an important thing to do those traditional dances, and every single time those traditional dances are done in those celebrations, it is a form of resistance in itself. There's another form of resistance we can do through art that tackles root issues a lot more forthcoming. And this show is really a vision of that, of what it means to tackle these issues more head on. So yes, I hope that clears some expectations there. That being said, another thing to note is that with tackling root issues, it also means that some themes that will be touched on might be a little bit more real, a little bit more dark. So if this had a TV rating, parental guidance or whatnot, it'd be like PG-13, okay? So please note some intense sequences of violence and action and brief, strong language. So keep that noted as well. If you need to leave the room at any point, please do so, take care of yourself. Another thing to note is that with real topics comes a very tricky topic here that I think is important to define as context before you watch the show, and that is to define what red tagging is, especially in the context of the Philippines. So, red tagging in the Philippines refers to the malicious blacklisting of individuals or organizations critical or not fully supportive of the actions of a sitting government administration in the country. These individuals and organizations are tagged as either communist or terrorist or both, regardless of their actual political beliefs or affiliations. This is something that we touched on, and knowing this definition beforehand helps with some context going in. But before I keep spouting my mouth and people are like, just start the show already. Thank you so much for being here. This was a vision I had January of last year during the pandemic, and I didn't know what it would become of. And to see the cast do their run through and see you all here today, it's a fruition that I never thought was possible. So, thank you so much for being here. Without further ado, please enjoy the show and the debut of re-presentation.
Refresh your vital eyes. These eyes re-energize. Repeat this morning routine of the squine of mine. I might remember this. Previous night, I must admit it was restless. I was a bit reckless. I've had a surge of inspiration and joint gulps of Hennessy. To be hating this point, the result was creative energy. Recorded new rhapsody late in the night. The lyrics faster than I could possibly write. A passion for the craft, a little help of inhibitions. Makes a difference between cracking something worth listening. Wouldn't travel to the sea, or so its cuffs I piston. There's no stopping this subcomic star which is on a mission. Something missing before daylight than I'm used to. 3 a.m. she'll be pitch black. What's the issue? Pretty whack, I didn't hear my alarm. Oh, it's 5. My shift starts now, and I don't have a car. Well, you see, I do, but it may have been misused a bit. It's got character. What I mean is it's a piece of shit. Took me where I need it, but eventually dies. It like it's cornered the cash, driving every ride. Oh, no problem though. You hearing this? Just the classic Filipino experience. Ain't got much, so we'll be resourceful. Here's the #1 rule. We'll use what we got. We will use what we got. We'll make do. We won't stop. We will use what we got. No problem though, just part of being Filipino. #1 rule, gotta be resourceful. Okay, Andre, you can't be late today. Forgot to say, but that's my name, by the way. Gotta rack my mind, get to work on time, holla at my homie Jack, and ring up their line. Yo, Jack!
You're late again, aren't you, Andre?
What? Just wanted to check in on my main homie.
Hi, you're on my way to work. I'll drop by in a few.
Tight! I know, you can always count on you, dude. That's my main slice. No gamble, no dice. Check is a for sure, homie. No need to think twice. Before shit arrives, better pack pull up and rice. Took food to go and teach this party last night. We got bungo, menudo, bunsy, guisado, adobo, a bowl of stock, a bunalo, a country crock, butter box, leftover suckers there. Cause any container with the lids, Filipino Tupperware.
Again.
Nice to see you too, Jack.
I'm serious, dude. I'm glad I'm helping you, but one of these days you're gonna get caught. Come on, come on. Sorry, my car's kind of a piece of shit.
I like to think it needs to have some character, is all.
I like that better.
No problem, though. You hearing this? Just the classic Filipino experience. Ain't got much, so we'll be resourceful. Here's the #1 rule. We'll use what we got. We will use what we got. We'll make do. We won't stop. We will use what we got. From the part of being Filipino, #1 rule.
Gotta be resourceful.
What now?
What happened?
Traffic on the 26, my maps app ain't working without a GPS. How we will find another route?
All you need is this brain. Let me show you how I do. According to my calculation, just simple division. Gotta run with the 40% chance of success.
That's pretty good.
Just in my opinion, considering the condition, you don't really have another choice of.
Correct.
You know, let's just keep the entrance to the 26 and take one on Skyline and my oxygen might be on mine.
What?
Maybe next time just get him one time.
Shut up, Jack. I'm fine.
Right. Speaking of right, we'll take one to Burnside. Eventually we'll be around downtown. Take the left curve, 23rd. Come over to West Over, can't be this. Cut to the Northwest District to get to 26.
And how exactly do you know this?
Why doesn't matter? Just need a phone or ask public traffic data.
But no one would memorize it like you.
You forget the #1?
Ha! No. But sometimes I wish I could.
What was that?
Nothing, Jack. Just talking to myself.
I'll let you know when we get there.
Thanks. It's so strange to me that so many of us leave the Philippines. We travel here hopeful, only to have to be resourceful. Mom and Dad, who were no different, immigrated here on a mission, both filled with dreams and aspirations. Despite the expenses and lack of savings, your checks bounce and the rent goes up. An illness hits work, but you just can't stop. You're struck by the sickness in hospital beds. I held both your hands so you reach your last breath. I was only 14. I barely understood what it means to be orphaned at such a young age. Why is having so little something we face? Why do we have to be resourceful in the first place?
Andre, questions like that will get you killed one day. We gotta walk the rest of the way. Will you?
Listen, all I'm asking for is just for some change to rearrange the fates of our people. Strange. We're resourceful, but can we have more Filipinos on the rise that can go and score? I've had a plan since the dawn of my age to one day be all of the rage, one of the greats like Philip MCs like Ruby Ibarra, Bamboo, Classy M, the Scholar. Freshman year, I was going through hella problems, so I brought up the nerve to drop my ass out of college. Without a degree, I did this my way. The college dropout, I survived like Kanye. How does a dropout orphan be connoisseur? Labor work with next connoisseur. Gotta rack plaques with stacks of tracks you can't ignore. Stay in your seats to find out more.
Almost there.
Number one rule.
Gotta be resourceful.
Number one rule.
You gotta be resourceful.
Number one rule.
Gotta be resourceful.
Number one rule.
Andre, you're fired.
Stupid boss.
I feel ya.
I swear, if I see him again, it's hands on sight!
Whoa. Calm down. Let's go grab some seasick fries and a drink, and we'll figure out your next steps, okay?
There's something I'd like to step on right now!
Hey, Emile.
Oh, hey folks. I'm glad you could make it. But what took you so long? I thought by now you'd be here. Like, I just don't understand. Why did something happen?
Emile, you know what happened? Some things just need to change for once.
Sad boy? What happened to him?
He recently got fired, but please, I really want a drink and some seasick fries. Man, let's just go. Let's
Oh,
just
it's
grab
that-
it.
Hey, look, how's it going? What can I do for you today? Isn't it? It's such a beautiful
Lady,
day.
no, it's not, no! You asked for it.
God. Oh no, go.
Sorry, what?
You asked for it.
What did I ask for?
Emile,
Yes.
drop me a beat.
Oh God, not again.
Drop me a
We
beat.
got kicked out of the bar last time.
Drop me a beat! Anger's flowing, bored and frustrated, called an ingrate plus wasted potential of productivity, assessment tested through my hands on metal, battling as they settle on metrics that leave our backs broken with cut pay, cut hours, and fired for 5 minutes while I work with time, get on my grind till the sun showers. So fuck your management power.
That's the need.
Ooh, nice.
Oh, my friend, you look pretty tired.
Brought red horse in a Ziploc baggie.
Excuse my friend, you recently fired.
Oh, where will I get money?
Calculations and we're on our way though. I get you're angry. Your face is blatant.
Wow, you think I'm angry? That's an understatement. I was past that when I filled the picture with the food bank. Working more for less got me thinking who I should thank. I'm blanking. What's the word for stress resulting from the madness? Overworked and underpaid. What's the word for gas and matches?
Gas and matches, what I've heard. A bit of maybe we can think of other words.
Figure out the right one. It'll take a genius.
The word you're thinking of doesn't exist in English.
Oh, Rizal, don't know how I can believe what I see. One of the biggest Filipino MCs. Excuse me. I need a moment to breathe.
Is he okay?
Emile freaking out.
Pretty much happens every day.
I'm glad to meet y'all. My friends call me Josie. Now listen close to this point that I'm proposing. Without a bilingual angle, you'll surely Booming glass.
What is that? Booming glass?
Yes, booming glass describes an overturning act, a struggle to be free from any sort of grass. But I ain't talking about matches and gas. We're looking to sail the boat, not burn the mast. I'm not one to judge. I don't know your lies, struggles and fear, all your pain and strife. Oh, that's something that keeps you up at night. So you gotta tell me how you feel, but you gotta spit it in the mic.
That's my name, by the way. This is my chance to shine. Already had my chance to spit. It was plenty and enough time. It's a shame for rhymes. We happen to be in the presence of other MCs. Let's just let it be. Gotta hear these folks, Josie, not only me. Please, there's Jack and Emile. Got that rapping appeal. The rings are smartest of the arts. But we want a record deal if we weren't apart. No matter the weather, I know if we were together, we can figure out the details. This group will get it, man. Come on, Josie, what do you say?
Tell me how you feel. How many Filipinos here can let a record deal? Do you feel represented? Do you feel represented?
There's 100% chance I'm about to blow your mind. I got a book that'll show the best design. Aligned with the beats and time. Crushing numbers like an aperture's torn asunder. A torn up from the motherland. Down and under. Got more than mustard, but they say I'm slacking up. Like I'm running my teeth up the coffee. Served up the coffee lobby. Result of money for dreams. Got a copycat, comps that agree. I can't see the land and drop in relation to my study of the nation. I'm a keep it kicking like a top mad competitor. Suckers up a race to act
How many Filipinos here can let a record deal? Do you feel represented? Do you feel represented? Tell me how you feel. How many Filipinos here can let a record deal? Do you feel represented? Do you feel represented?
Oh, what a joke. I need more time to think rhymes. If I fuck this up, don't think I'm a joke, probably really at the time. I could busy spit some beats, but I suppose it's time for me to seal the deal. I hope you all feel some MC appeals from me, Emile.
Feel free.
Space is what I need. Okay, let me go ahead. Tell you more about me. I'm from the finance department, but one day I have my own office carpet. I'm a lower associate kind of guy, but one day I'll be the VP. See that? I'm VP of diversity, equity, inclusion. No losing sight of what's imperative. Changing hate towards melanin. It's BIPOC time to grab the mildew and honey. So do the right thing and also make some money. Got some trouble with pregnancy. Got these thoughts inside of me. I think of what could go wrong seems to be, but no crush needed for my anxiety. Only think shit on this fist. Let me shift this stick so black folks can kiss this. Despite mental illness, I still feel the illness. I'm gonna kill this abortion and get the Christmas.
Is he okay?
No.
Virgil Rapalus, Jazz, Emile, and Andre, in all of your futures, I see fame, fortune, one day. Cause in this crew, in this strain, brown folks keep saying someday, but with y'all we'll gather more fill hands and mass on every Sunday. And it ain't just from the hen, but a newfound inspiration. Cause dope MCs I've been looking, but unfortunately not finding much to break from the mic from fear that most folks just don't make the cut. But now I'm all I choose, I need more drink, so please come fill my cup. Oh my god, I just had the best idea. I just made our week, month, whole year.
Cool. How?
Once you hear this, I know that y'all go mad.
Tell us more about it now.
No, it won't work. I'm under a contract.
Josie, tell me.
An album made with a score. Y'all just need the right resource. I'll connect you with the producer, Jhus. I know a guy. Knows a guy? It's true. But we gotta use secret MC names to avoid violations, or else the lawyers at my label will leak.
For what?
Broken contract stipulations.
What are we gonna rap about?
Huh, that's a good question.
We can rap about being proud, increasing our representation. education. There's so much untapped talent. This could be the start of a platform. Make it more of a norm for Filipinos to be on this stage to perform.
You know, Emile, I don't mean to burst your bubble.
What do you mean, Andre?
Yes, let's celebrate us, but also commemorate our struggles. Tell me how you feel. We got problems we can talk about with some hip-hop appeal. Without that, would you feel represented? Would you feel represented?
He's got a point. Already inherently advocating for representation by putting out the album, so we should be sure of intentions and the outcomes. Let's expose problems we as Filipinos experience here and back home. It'll generate buzz in the media polls, spark typical media growth. It's a way to embrace both, do good for the sales in our souls. Andre's down, not surprised. Jack, sorry, still not comp sci. Emile, put it on your resume for DEI, cause this is your time to ride. And I'm confident that this just isn't coincidence or happenstance, that it was this bar today that the four of us just happened to blend in. I'll be adamant, be the first to say, the royalties will lead to good pay. Hip-hop relevance, not just for the hell of it. Changes in your past, so you better stay happy.
Tell me how you feel. How many Filipinos here can land a record? Do you feel represented? Do you feel represented?
Tell me how you feel. We got problems we can talk about with some hip-hop appeal. We can feel represented. We can feel represented.
Tell me one more time now. Tell me how you feel. How many Filipinos here can land a record? Do you feel represented? Feel represented.
Feel represented.
Feel represented.
Tell me how you feel. We are problems we can talk about with some hip-hop appeal. We can feel represented. We can feel represented.
Yes, let's go. I just got fired. Double the shots, Mark.
Bartender, drink on me! And that, my friends, is how I saved a man's life on my last plane trip back from Aruba with nothing but a spork and some dental floss.
That was amazing.
That's cool and all, but there's just no way.
No, believe me, I am a doctor.
I'm a painter, writer, sculptor, and you speak like 50 languages.
No. I speak 22 languages.
You know, it's just so wild to me that we've been hanging out with one of the biggest Filipino MCs of all time. I never had any other Filipinos to look up to in the creative field, and I read your book, and it was...
Whoa. You wrote a book?
She did just say that she's a writer.
Yeah. Anyway, I read your book, the one about, it was like college students advocating for Tagalog classes
Yeah.
in university, and I was just so inspired, you know? And then I found out that you're a rapper, songwriter, creative visionary.
Yes, we get
representation us Filipinos need, you know?
Nah, that's just the Henny talking. But, oh, you know, representation shouldn't have to just fall on one person. I mean, that's why we're all here, to create something that Filipinos can see themselves in and make some change in the process.
You're right! I just love you guys.
I'll bring to that.
Crazy shit at that rally.
Isn't it like worth going crazy shit for?
I guess so.
Okay, Bobo, just like we practiced. 5, 6, 7, 8.
Okay, left, right. What is this all about again?
I don't know, but the song just hits different.
So make your voice heard. Join an organization. Make an organization even. Because it is not the efforts of an individual that changes the course of history, nah. But the combined action of the masses that do.
Magandang gabi, Bayon. The new album released by On Another League, a new hip-hop group with MCs with secret identities, has swept Filipinos across the world and has reportedly become the target of a CIA investigation. While 3 of the MCs' identities are currently unknown, one of the voices is recognized as Rizal, who has been a subject of controversy due to their anti-government sentiment.
And your tita market, man, in
Crazy.
conclusion, that's why we open a Jolly tennis born, bro.
You know, I've always wanted one in this area. I never thought it was actually feasible. And now, I think you changed my mind, Tim.
I mean, who knows? They might already be planning on it.
Hello? Whoa, wait. Slow down, okay? Wait, what do you mean? Who's they? Why would they do that to you? The album? Well, that doesn't make any sense. Why would the album... Wait, Josie? Josie, hello?
What about Josie?
Josie was just detained at the airport. She said it had something to do with the album.
The album? Why?
She said you were red tagged for making it. We're gonna be okay, right?
I think so. No one knows that we're the other MCs on the album, so our names shouldn't be compromised.
Then, is Josie safe? You know what? Let's save her.
What?
You heard me. Let's go in there and find a way to rescue Josie.
Oh, hell no, you stupid. You bobo, bro.
Oh, Jack, listen to me. If you were in charge of this plan, you would be in and out before you even know it.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Your site isn't like, let's break through the TSA, guys. I don't know, man. That just doesn't roll with me.
Emile, listen to me. With your resources and your charisma, and Jack, your brains, and my confidence, we can do anything, especially for the homie.
Okay. I'll see what I can do, but this plan has to be fail-proof.
What do you say?
Honestly, I'm gonna need more time to think this through. Are you ready? Just give me a second now, baby. No need to rush into something unwise. You know what it is. Don't call it Filipino time for nothing, yeah. I'ma take it slow. I'ma take things so slow. Never told me listen, baby, is how you succeed. She's the main thing to be happy, have the right steps on my knee. I replied asking Mama Boo why she said soon you'll see. We give the world to you, so give it to your children too.
I'll be taking my time. Want to prioritize, find a spouse to call honey, buy a house, make good money for a good life. For a good life. My mind's on a delay, decisions delayed, passing opportunities that ain't gonna be paid. I was raised up to make waves, go with the flow, don't rock the boat, I'll be right here. Filipino time. I'm gonna be taking a while. Oh, why can't doing what's right, living a comfortable life. That they told me, listen, Jackie, that ain't just a game to play. It's like insurance, mortgages, 401ks. It's either life or bliss, no bills can't pay. He told me if I don't gotta quit the job, then I'll probably
I'll
die.
be taking my time, but you prioritize, find a spouse to call money, buy a house, make good money for a good life. Decisions delayed, passing opportunities that ain't gonna pay. I was raised up to make waves, go with the flow, don't rock the boat, so I'll be. I've been running on. I'm gonna be taking a while. Oh, why can't I decide doing what's right or living a comfortable life?
We've been saying to take it slow, but that don't mean our minds are moving slow. We got like 9,200 things to consider before making the choice.
Yo, freeze the frame, back it up. Got an inner monologue, don't shut itself off and be like, don't do this and don't do that. A pretty perfect picture filter that'll cut all the crap. Now Andre suggests we could through the TSA. I'd do anything for Josie, but damn dude, don't play. If I wanna be the DI vice pres, I can't have a crime in my background check. Josie would understand if I didn't go right. Mommy isn't expecting anyone to show. She'd say no to the potential consequences. She born against us, storing more gas and matches cause we had it. We just got it, got an infection to spread. Done with struggle and war. Yo, our people are spent. My parents immigrated here for the potential of more. So I'll be the Filipino that can go for the score. I'm running on Filipino time. Oh, I'm gonna take a while. Story train is running on Filipino time. Oh, why can't I decide between doing what's right or living a comfortable life?
I think this just might work.
Fail-proof.
Yeah, so all we need is some handcuffs, some spam, and a Bible.
Okay, no, that doesn't make any sense. Spam Bible, we're gonna use that.
Oh, no, Emile.
Ridiculous.
Listen to me. I know this puts you in a difficult position, but we're gonna do this with or without you.
I guess we can do it with just 2 people. Maybe less spam?
What do you say?
I'm sorry, I just can't.
Right, Jack? This did come in handy.
Yup, now we got the power of God and spam by our sides.
What are y'all doing here?
We're here to save you, G.
No, y'all bobo. I've done nothing wrong. They're gonna let me out of here soon.
But you don't know that.
No, for real. They said they'd let me out in like a couple of days.
A couple of days.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, seriously. Okay, look. I don't want y'all to get in trouble, so just go.
What?
Listen, I know I'll be okay. So go.
This just in. Filipino hip-hop artist MC Rizal was found dead in their apartment this afternoon after being released from their detainment at the Portland airport. Evidence suggests that the cause was suicide due to pressure brought on from the controversy of their latest album. More updates to come soon.
Shit.
What? There's no way.
It has to be a setup.
Wait, we really can't talk about this here.
I know a place. Emile, meet at the intersection of 5th and Morrison in 30 minutes. No time to explain, just go. part of an old, incomplete construction project I was on for a past job. But we should be safe to discuss things here.
Right, safe.
Yeah, what happened that requires us to meet here, of all places?
Well, we knew we needed a place where there wasn't a bunch of tech around and that we would be safe to discuss things right here. You left your cell phone in the car, right?
Yeah, but why?
You may not know who's listening through any device or that can connect to a signal or Wi-Fi.
Listening? Okay, this all just sounds a bit extreme. Like, why would anyone just be listening to those devices to keep it honest like all the time? It's like a pretty daily thing.
No, Neil isn't. Josie's dead.
What? Wait, what happened?
There's a breaking report in the newspaper a couple hours ago, claimed as suicide.
No, that's bullshit.
Exactly. There's no way.
Josie was just so hopeful when we last saw her. This has to be a setup.
I can't believe this is crazy.
Look, both of you, just listen. You might want to rewind to a simpler time. Just more to see on the other side. It's grim how displayed, so this might sound strange. But change is the only consistent thing. All the opposites remembered before it. Contradicting voices till surrender or forfeit. Constantly emotions, switching the lanes. All of this commotion got me thinking of change the same. Black and white, but a gamut picture. Wrong and right, blurred, no clear loser or winners. Not the same person as the old self withers. Then don't discriminate between saints and sinners.
Look, I know this change, that's fine. I wonder why it feels like this. Why not? It was a way to slide. Don't know if I can take much more of this.
Why is it that we don't get to choose like someone else? Makes the rules. Better times, better days. But that doesn't mean things will stay the same.
You might want to rewind to a simpler time. Just more to see on the other side. It's grim how displayed, so this might sound strange. But change is the only consistent thing.
Activism is not a crime. Activism is a song. It is a song of resistance. It is the embodiment of our collective struggle for change. So find your people, find your choir, your crew. Make your voice heard. Join an organization. Make an organization even. Because it is not the efforts of an individual that changes the course of history, not. But the combined action of the masses that do.
What we're going to do next, we're going to start a hip-hop activist organization that anyone can join.
We're mourning the death of our friend who was likely killed for making music, and you're all like, let's start this group to make more music.
Emile, just hear me out. I'm just as devastated as you all are. But Josie would want us to keep doing what it means to make an impact. And what better way to celebrate the legacy of our friend than to make what we've done, the four of us, something even bigger, where anyone in this whitewashed city can spit some bars and actually make a difference doing it.
I don't know, Andre, this sounds too risky. When a Filipino time,
Be more careful this time.
I don't wanna take a while this time.
Jack, listen to me. No matter the weather, I
why
Whose would we die?
can't I decide?
They do.
Oh, why can't I decide? Oh, why can't I decide?
Oh, why?
Wonder why
There's more
there's more to see on the other side.
Spring house. Spikes not change is the only consistent thing.
I can't do it. Why did I say I do a speech?
Whoa, Emile, breathe.
I'll look like a fool out there. I'll throw up and forget my lines.
No, not true. Besides, I've seen you practice this a million times. You'll be great. You'll be fine. Relax. Our time is here and now. Let's go and make Josie proud. Welcome to our annual meeting of the Filipino Organization, Hip Hop Kaibigan. And I'm so pleased to announce that we are starting a second location at Kaibigan North with our leader spearheading this next group, my dear good friend, Emile.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks, Andre. When Andre first had the idea of starting this group, I thought, this guy is crazy. A dear friend of ours had passed, and we wanted to honor their legacy. And 2 years later, wow, we have done amazing things under Andre's leadership, who thankfully will continue their presidency for Kaibigan South. We started this journey asking ourselves this question: do you feel represented? And as I stand here on the stage, I hope your answer to that question is yes. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. Hey, Sam, Bagsak!
Sheesh.
Wow, it's been really suspenseful, hasn't it? I can't believe Josie died like that.
Yeah, and I wonder what just happened to Emile. But hey, if you want to find out, you gotta stick around. We're gonna take a quick 10-minute intermission. If you need to use the bathroom, do it now. Stick around though, because we're gonna do a few raffles in a few minutes. So get your raffle tickets out. And yeah, the best is yet to come. Go use the bathroom. We do raffles in a few minutes.
We do have amazing prizes lined up for you guys.
guys losing. They're the good guys who will always be saving the day, yo. Chilling over here with this bottle of wine. Quick and refresh with my email online. How long I've done this? Couple hours, about 9. Wait, holy crap, I just got a reply. Dear Adam Teppo, thank you so much for your interest in the Central Intelligence Agency. Many have submitted an application for this position, and after a careful review, we had to make a difficult decision. We want to move forward with the phone interview with you. Yes!
Hello, Mr. Teppo.
Hello, recruiter person. Now I'm eager to be learning, and ever since the start beginning, this has been my dream for so long.
Whoa, slow down. They're coming on a little bit strong. Just please, any questions you would like to raise?
I'm sorry. I'm just excited to be here. How long does this interview process take?
Somewhere between 2 months to a year.
Oh. 1 year later.
You got the job.
Uh-oh, I got the world in a string. I'm sitting on a rainbow. I got this string around my finger. Oh, what a world, what a life. I got that job. This is Mr. Net. He's my manager. Delight, he says to call him by his first name, but he constantly insists like,
Look, call me Mario. You brown folks are so polite.
I forgot to mention that he's low-key kind of racist, but no problem, I get to doing my thing, expecting to be constantly saving the day, but this job is really mostly just a paperwork grind still. I be solving cases up and down, left and right.
Good job, Teppo.
Thanks, Mr. Net.
Please, call me Mario.
Uh-oh, I got the world in a string. I'm sitting on a rainbow. I got this string around my finger. Oh, what a world, what a life. I'm doing a good job. Look, ma, I made a name for myself. Everyone went to hot shot and tap them for help. But suddenly my streak reached a bit of a rut. Hopefully this is just one bad luck.
Do you have that report ready, Teppo? It was due a week ago.
I haven't seen Mario. I'm doing the best I can.
First of all, that's the 3rd time you said that. Second of all, it's Mr. Net to you. Jeez, do they even teach you manners in your country? What?
Oh no, I'm hanging by a string. I don't know where I can go. I'm at the whim of someone's finger. What a world, what a life. Gotta do a better job. I keep on watching cases, and boy does it hurt. Mr. Net says,
Maybe you aren't meant for this work.
so then I was reassigned to another case. They sent me to the P&W. Oh, why this voice?
The anti-terror law sets a precedent that Filipino activist activity can have ties to terrorism. And you're Filipino, right? So you must have some family out there.
No, I was born here in DC.
Yeah, right. By the way, Teppo, your performance has been lacking lately. This is your last chance.
Oh no, I'm hanging by a string. I don't know where I can go. I'm at the whim of someone's finger. Oh, what a world, what a life. So it was to Portland as the city I moved to. I hate it here, the Chinese food isn't as good, dude. But my investigation had an unexpected outcome. There was quite the gossip about this new album, you see. This group named On Another League had a total of, say, 4 secret MCs, but one identity to figure out was easy. It was clearly the famous MC, Josie. Wait in anticipation, a submission of detainment or permission of court. Oh no, time's wasted, my heart's racing for an interrogation at the Portland airport. Oh, I got Josie, the famous Josie. She possibly might be a terrorist. Who knows? In all the movies with bad guys losing, I'll be the good guy that will save the day. Oh, chilling over here with this bottle wrong, nor infidel. This is my last chance. And that's because I'm hanging by a string, I'll do whatever it takes. I'm at the whim of someone's finger. Oh, what a world, what a life. Oh, what a world, what a life. Oh, what a world, what a life.
Hello, Mr. Chatham.
Who do you work for?
My record label, Rhythm Stone Music.
And what communist organization are you affiliated with?
What? Is that my phone?
Your last phone call here. Emile, who is that?
Who? Look, I haven't done anything wrong. And your name is Tepum, right? Well, Mr. Tepum, I was told that I would be let out in a couple of days, and it's been over a week now. I just need to know, am I gonna be okay?
That was quite a speech you did back there. I'm sorry for your loss 2 years ago.
Thanks, I guess.
There's an album made by On Another League. Long story short, we've managed to trace funds from the NPA to the production of this album.
Well, I'm not associated with the New People's
The
Army.
album?
Look, I make a lot of music.
Josie made a lot of music too.
If you're asking who I've worked with, you could just say so.
Give me a list of everyone you've worked with. Did you know the anti-terror law allows for the subpoena of phone records without needing a judge? Your most frequent contacts are names missing from the list you gave me, Emile. You know, silence speaks volumes, Emile, and a lack of cooperation never looks good in a judge's eyes. And real tagging happens pretty often. That means international travel is tagged, friends, family, organizations are all suspects, and employment background checks show a connection to communist activity. If I were an employer, Emile, I wouldn't hire a communist. And this can all go away if you just lead us to the right direction. Maybe an address, a location, a name. Oh, Andre. You know, he's called about 8 times in the past hour now. You think a night call would just make him a little bit worried?
Yo, Andre. Oh, no. No, I'm fine. The cops, they took me to the station for some permit problem. Yeah, exactly. From the event today. Yeah. No, dude, I'm telling you, don't worry. I'm heading back home right now. Yeah, alright, I'll see you later. Peace.
Now that's a great start, Emile. Keep it up and you might just get that promotion you've always wanted. Oh, if there's names missing from that list you gave me, here's my contact. One more thing. If you think of mentioning this to anybody, just know that we'll know. Morning, boss.
Oh, morning, friend. How was your weekend?
My weekend? I kept it easy, kept it pretty chill. You know, I think I'm making good progress with that investigation I'm doing.
Great. Tell me about it.
Well, I can tell you right now, but I think I have to keep finding more pieces to the puzzle, you know? How was your weekend, by the way?
Oh, my weekend? Oh my goodness. I went to see this amazing hit musical. Really speaks to this generation.
Oh yeah? What was it about?
Oh, it was some high-end hip-hop music, lights everywhere, brown people everywhere. That's okay to say, right? They were speaking to the Phila something experience.
You mean Filipino experience?
Oh, right. That one. Yeah, you would know.
Do you know who put it on?
Oh, it
Company.
wasn't put on by some typical company. Some up-and-coming group. I remember the name of the musical, though. It was Bonifacio. Bonifacio, the musical. Did I say that right?
Sounds pretty interesting to me. Do you think I should check it out?
Yeah, you should. It's about a revolution. It reminded me of a brown Braveheart, except there wasn't really a speech, so that was disappointing. There wasn't fighting either. It was more dance fighting. I think a few of them had sticks. I wasn't.
What? Sold out?
Yeah, I told you, it's up and coming. It's supposed to be the next Hamilton, but for the Filipinos. Where are they?
Dude, relax. This is the last show. They'll be here. Okay?
So bad news. Josh, Brian, Luna, and Jerome kicked it so hard last night till like 4 a.m. Long story short, if they do make it, we really shouldn't put them on.
Whoa. You're telling me the two leads and their understudies can't perform for the last show that's happening in 15 minutes?
Yeah, so what should we do? Should we cancel? Like, what should we do?
We'll do it.
We'll do it. Oh my God, this guy.
Dude!
What do you mean? We're gonna memorize all these lines in 15 minutes?
We wrote this. We've memorized all the lines from Paperboy #1 to Bonifacio. We could totally do this.
I don't know. I mean, at this point, we don't really have another choice, do we? Can I see the script one more time?
Yeah, let's go.
Excuse me, do you have a black Toyota? A Tesla Model X? A black Subaru Forester?
Oh, that's mine.
Did you leave your window? Why, I think 3 of those cars just got broken into. Better check it out.
Thanks.
They're never gonna make it back.
Thank you so much for everyone coming out here for the last show of the Filipino cultural phenomenon, Bonifacio the Musical. I want to take a moment to thank you all for being here and helping fundraise for typhoon relief. I also want to take a moment to acknowledge that there is so much power in this room. Filipino influencers present tonight, from descendants of royalty, corporate leaders, to politicians. Without you, such positive impact would not be possible. And we need more Filipinos in important positions of power. And this is what the Katipunan were fighting for. Filipinos were oppressed by the Spanish for over 300 years and had no say on how they would be governed. It is our time. Just as our motherland is one of the fastest growing economies, we can contribute to that growing economy back home and change how Filipinos are viewed here in America. It is the people like you doing the work today that inspire the generations of tomorrow. Please give yourselves a round of applause. Yes, please. You deserve more. Now, I must say that there were a couple of last-minute changes to the actors for the show. I, for example, will now be playing Emilio Aguinaldo, but without further ado, please enjoy the show.
Orphan, tar, corridor, no fortune or fame. Supposed to make the seller of paints. King Rotondo, with grit, spirit, temple, and metal. Grow up to be a hero and a rebel.
The 5 peso supremo, read every book on the shelf, self-educated by society's progressives. The French Revolution and biographies of U.S. presidents. So one day he can set a precedent.
300 years of cruel Spanish rule. Well, our man knew just exactly what we had to do. Peace wasn't an option, so we led the on revolt. Enough introductions. Yo, what's your name, man?
Yes, Bonifacio. Clock's ticking. Here's what we gotta do. The Spanish colonists believe in this impoverished penniless. It's got me thinking that there's only one way to handle this. Perhaps the sun, grace the water. Guerrilla warfare with the gun and the bow. This more to us than just pie singing karaoke. Roots of resistance, a revolutionary history. I'll try to touch on all the tragedies and old stories, but there's not quite enough time to tell the whole story. We got a nation to move, we got nothing to lose. What I speak here is true, revolutions are roots. Here's a story you can't read in your school books. Rizal, writer, doctor, all of the above. Founded La Liga Filipina, a group I'm also a founding member of. Resulted from a movement of reform. With Spanish, oppression was a norm to scorn, but any form of change wasn't what they wanted, keeping. Rizal was arrested after just one meeting.
Next week, we met Rizal's deportation was a big. We won't give up this week. We need to walk time for a new group to lead on show. See liberation and a mission to free. But the price it might be a real change from a yo, we hardly need to. We need an arm of hope. We need the cops to pull it up.
Hey, yo, I can't do this alone. It's definitely true, though, is that I would need a crew.
All you need is this brain. Let me show you how to do. I'm Emilio Jacinto. Only 19, but I'm just on the line. Speak to someone right before you. Certified college is a sentimental. Drop, cause I don't want to give it a rest. But the king has to get the enemy dead. So, fuck, let the education is around. When we get there, he declines saying, I've done nothing wrong, I know I'll be okay.
Yeah, I know. I'm still debating who did it better. Brian and Josh were good, but they weren't that good.
The way that Andre did that dance, and Emile said that line, and Jack did that thing, it was like the character was made for them.
Speak of the devil, here they are. You guys really pulled through.
I guess we did know the lines pretty well.
You really brought the character to life, man. I'm glad I got to do this thing with you.
That's not really a surprise, but we gotta go in like an hour so we don't get charged. Hey, you two, come with me.
Oh, hey, I didn't check in with you, by the way. I know that things have been getting really, really hectic with this whole musical. And you mentioned to me that you were being hassled by the cops. You told me all about it over the phone, but how are you? Really?
Yeah, man, yeah, dude, that was nothing. I mean, I guess. Now, like I said, just some friend problem.
I'm glad to hear that, man. I really care about you. Oh, and that speech you did back there, yeah, let's actually focus on speeches together about the actual musical. Because what you said about the Katipunan, that's not why they fought.
What do you mean? Didn't the Katipunan want to be recognized as Filipinos? How could they do that unless they were seated with the right power?
They didn't fight for the Filipinos just to have a seat alongside those in power. Not to just have some kind of seat alongside the Spaniards or the Americans. That's why many died fighting till their last breath. We can talk about it more later, but basically... Oh, geez, one sec. Hey, Emile, I'm gonna be going, but if I don't see you in the next couple of days, I'll see you at the rally, right?
Yeah. I'll see you there.
I'll be right there!
Why can't I tell him? He's my best friend. I do want to tell him though, but this is the way to keep everyone safe. Yeah, be there in a sec. Hello everyone, and welcome to the Indignation Rally demanding justice for the new Bataan 5 and the fight for the Philippine Human Rights Act. My name is Emile, and I'm here today with...
Hi, I'm Jack.
And I'm Andre.
And we are here with Kalayaan. And we are here because we know that the Philippines government has been brutal against its own people, especially the last regime of Rodrigo Duterte with his gold goons and guns. So why are our legislators still allowing weapon sales to the Philippines? I didn't vote for that.
I have to ask you to leave or else I have to call in more security. You have 3 warnings before I have to take action.
Yo, thanks for the heads up, but we're only gonna be here for about 10 or more minutes, tops.
Hey, yo. I don't know about this, yo.
You don't know what?
It just, this guy came out, it just seems too risky, you know? I don't see this going well.
The program isn't that long, Emile. We're gonna be in and out before you even know it.
I'm sorry, I don't think I can.
But you're in the spoken word we're gonna do together. Our security team is here, and they're gonna ensure that no one's gonna be put in a situation that we cannot handle.
I'm sorry, I just can't.
We are here in front of Senator Merkley's office because we have been tirelessly asking Senator Merkley to champion the Philippine Human Rights Act, or PHRA, in the Senate. The PHRA will call for all military support in the Philippines from the U.S. until police and military members who have violated human rights have been investigated and prosecuted. The military is withdrawn from domestic policy, and the rights of human rights defenders and special sectors are established, among other reforms. So Merkley, we were here last month, here last week, and we are returning again here, demanding for the need for the PHRA to be passed after the countless killings that continue to happen.
You are regularly killed in the Philippines under the task force aiming to target activists as they terror tag. Chad Book and many youth activists continue to be tagged as terrorists.
First warning.
I was recently reading on Chad's Facebook page, reminiscing about the man that he was, University of the Philippines de Lima cum laude, majoring in computer science. Just like me, Chad chose to give up a comfortable life and future with a full-fledged career for a life of full-heartedly serving the Lumad people, indigenous people of Mindanao, Philippines, and their children by being a teacher alongside many other volunteers, willing to trek difficult terrain to the most remote communities in the mountains to ensure that the Lumad were given social services like education. I aspire to be more like him every day. And it was more heart-wrenching to hear about how he and the new Bataan 5 were tortured and killed brutally by the armed forces of the Philippines. Their skins were peeled off from their stomachs, bruises all over their body, broken bones and noses and spine, and their legs cut off and taped back together.
This is simply how they treat activists, teachers, drivers, and health workers, advocating for Lumad rights in the Philippines. The 5 of them did not deserve to be killed this way. No one does. And that is why we are here again today, demanding that you, Senator Merkley, champion the Philippine Human Rights Act to ensure no more killings of activists are paid for with our U.S. tax dollars.
One last quote I saw from Chad. If you are planted, it means you will sprout once more. You will grow, flourish, multiply, bear more fruit. That's why when I die, I don't want to be buried. I want to be planted. Chad, you and the 4 others killed by the armed forces of the Philippines have been planted, and we will continue to ensure the fruits of your labor will not be in vain.
He left, but we got this. This one's for those dreaming, every immigrant on a mission beaming, to hopefully make more than ends meet.
This one's for all my heathens, fighting for the day where we'll reach a real Garden of Eden. Is this paradise with what we're eating? Top ramen, spam, banana ketchup, and rice? Maybe paradise ain't defined by the food you eat, but eating with people you like.
This one's for all my Filipino brothers and sisters.
And non-binary folks.
You might know your history.
Maybe you don't.
The fight of our ancestors, Lapu-Lapu, Gabriela, Bonifacio, it hasn't ended yet. It's fought by every advocate, activist, making our future more animate, bringing down every white supremacist, fascist, capitalist, every mound of shit.
Uphold by a state force willing to hold every armament toward those actually trying to make a difference. Some blatant ignorance that they fight for freedom.
Second warning. But freedom for who? Billionaires, lobbyists, government officials who don't really care about what the problem is. What about actually regular people? Like you and I, where a week-to-week grind often feels like do or die. Have yourself asking, yo, is this real life? I asked myself that question.
When I was told with the right degree my life would be set, yet it's wasted dreams and roasted coffee beans in the cafe full I sweat. Is the American dream a promise ever kept?
I asked myself that question when my parents both died, an illness that led to death and medical bills with astronomical debt. Is the American dream a promise ever kept?
I assure you, then and now, the same enemy is to blame.
The lessons might change, but the essence of the message is the same. When activists are labeled terrorists in the name of lives over profits that they crave. The lessons might change, but the essence of the message is the same.
A 1% ruling class that won't give a cent of what they save that livable wage. They say we don't deserve it.
Well, if they don't care if we even live, then the system we should burn it. We may not have much, but we'll still give a full plate.
We may not have much, but the bill will try to pay.
We may not have much, but you better not get in our way. We will push forward with the path our ancestors paved. The lessons might change, but the essence of the message is the same.
This is your third and final warning. You must evacuate the premises immediately as we have called the police.
Thank you everyone again for being here today, and we hope to see you all again soon as we continue to fight for genuine freedom in the Philippines.
You see that Marquez fight yesterday?
No, I didn't. How was it?
Oh, I didn't see it, but he's a hell of a Filipino fighter.
I don't really follow boxing like that.
Yeah, right. By the way, how's the case going?
Well, I was talking to an informant about negotiating. I was about to reserve room 30B for some questioning.
Negotiating? Questioning? If you still have questions at this point, do you even have a case?
Yes, I do, Mario. I just can't push the informant that hard.
Why not? Look, sometimes a single informant is all you need. I know things have been rough here for you lately, but if you can get me something in the next 48 hours, I can put in a good word for you upstairs. But I need something. Not questions, no negotiating. I need something.
I know, Mario.
Look, Tepum, people upstairs don't bother with memorizing first names. 48 hours.
Look, I get it. You're just trying to do your job.
Doing my job? I do this to protect my country, my family. Any one of my relatives could be hurt by these protests. I need names.
I can give you times. I can give you locations.
anything. I just can't give you names. Look, if you don't give me names, I can easily blacklist you from every bank in this country. That would ruin my family. That would ruin me. Come on, Tepum. You know that protecting your family also means providing for them too. In the eyes of the government, Emile, terrorists don't have families to protect. What would you do to protect your own family? Anything and everything. That's why we're both here, Emile. Look, you're gonna give me names and an address, and I'll make sure you get that promotion you always wanted. Okay? But only if you can guarantee their safety. I don't guarantee the safety of terrorists. But I can guarantee yours. Only if you work with me here. It's easy. You put on this wire. Make sure you talk about the album. If your recordings and conversations later, you get a bigger desk. Easy as pie. Or your name goes in the list, just like all your friends. You don't bother telling your family, but they later find out in the news. You spent 2 years in your life for a job that leads nowhere. Your job catches wind. Even if they wanted to keep you, they legally can't.
What's up, G?
Hey, man.
Damn. A lot has happened over the last couple of years, huh? Being in this place, it's got me thinking about it all again.
Yeah. A lot.
Yeah. So, what did you want to talk about? It must be pretty sketch, meeting here, of all places.
Yeah, have you been writing anything new lately?
Yeah. Always am. Always on the grind. What about you?
Well, I was thinking, what if On Another League made another album?
You're joking, right?
No, I think it'd be pretty cool.
Do you even remember what happened to Josie?
Of course I do.
Then why would you even suggest that?
It just inspired so many people. And like you said before, we'll just be more careful this time, right?
Look, you weren't even there when we came to rescue her. Emile, I know you chose not to go, but knowing what you know now, would you have made a different decision?
You know what, I don't even know why I suggested that. It was just a stupid idea.
No, look, it's not. I just can't put us through that again.
Yo, Andre, there's
It's
something-
just that with that first album.
Yo, shoot! Ah, dang it! No! You weren't supposed to mention the album.
What?
No.
Album? What?
Dude, it's really hard to explain. It's a very complicated situation.
No idea.
Things are just wholly out of hand.
Jumbling right now. Emile, what's happening?
Okay, it's hard to explain, but I'm wearing a wire right now. And
Oh. Okay, well, we'll sort this out later. Right now, we have to focus. Is there someone coming for us right now?
CIA. But I don't know when they'll get here.
Okay, we'll figure that out later too. Right now, we're in the same team. Agreed?
Agreed.
We have to make it out of this alive. God knows what will happen to us, just like Josie.
Now, let's be reasonable here. There's two ways this can go. Fight this out. Somebody gets shot. Or both of you here leave with me peacefully.
Shit! Exit!
And Tepa, did we kill him?
You know this guy?
It's a long story, man.
Just unconscious.
Okay. Now what?
Well, now, get that gun away from him, move his body out of this rubble, and I'm gonna find something in my bag to tie him up with.
Okay.
Now go.
Okay. You still have that? That was 2 years ago.
It's all I got in my backpack. You got anything better? Get his body over here.
Okay.
Right.
Because I've totally done this before.
Relax. Wait, what are you insinuating? That I've done this before?
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just...
Hey, it seems like some kind of kid. Like
You're
someone
acting
tried
like
to
you're
shoot
acting like I'm
me.
supposed to be familiar with this.
Tried to shoot me, Emile, not you. I'm the one who has the Marvel superpowers here. Alright. Nice. Maybe. Sure. It's a terrible shot, too. You know what? You're not gonna wake up anytime soon.
Okay. That's a big risk, but okay.
Okay, well, now let's sort out our options.
Options. Oh, options. Okay, our exit's blocked off. We have an unconscious agent that could wake up at probably any time. What if no one finds us? Are we gonna die here? Oh my god, I don't want to die.
Oh my gosh, Emile, breathe. One thing at a time.
Okay. I guess that's a way out. Maybe let's start there.
Okay, good. Well, the only way out is this exit. So let's clear up all this rubble, work swiftly and carefully, and just help me out here.
Okay. And what about him? Do we leave him there? Do we shoot him?
guy is probably the sole responsibility of Josie's death. Who knows all the other terrible things that he's trying to do to people who are actually trying to do the right thing here, Emile? I wouldn't hesitate to shoot him after everything he's done.
Nope. Don't want to do that. And you should probably hold that with 2 hands. Look, you had one job, Emile. There's still one way you can get out of this and still get that promotion you've always wanted.
Promotion? All this for a promotion?
It's more than that. It's more than that, okay?
Emile, listen to me. This guy is trying to turn us against each other. We're on the same team here. Right.
The choice is clear here, Emile. Shoot me, and my murder will be tied to both of you. Or if you shoot that guy, you live a free life. A comfortable life. And that promotion you've always wanted.
Emile, it's me, Andre, your best friend. I know that we don't have much right now, but we'll figure this out. Together, please, Emile.
Andre, if I don't get this job, I don't know what I'm gonna do with my life. This is my dream, and nothing else matters more.
What dreams matter when it means killing your friend?
Might be worth mentioning. I've already called backup. They'll be here any second now.
Wait, no. He's gonna escape.
Thank you for meeting with us today. We've just heard so much about the important work you've been doing as the first VP for DEI for Ball. Just perfect for our AAPI Heritage Series.
Thanks, Hannah. You know, Rice just does such integral investigative journalism work, and really, I'm just honored to be part of it.
What was it like growing up in a multi-generational Filipino household, and how has that experience contributed to your journey to such an important position?
That's a great question. It wasn't easy. You know, growing up, I didn't have, Filipinos to look up to in the creative field growing up. Whether it was, in mainstream media, or music, and just important positions of power in general. It was really difficult to envision myself in those types of roles. But I would always remember the words of my father. Just keep pushing, Anak. All you can do is your best. And now, I'm proof. For all my Filipinos out there, you can achieve your dreams. And that's why I'm giving back now.
Truly inspirational. You know, representation is so important, and you did mention music. There was once a hip-hop activist group here in Portland named Kalayaan that eventually became red tagged by the Philippine government. Not only were you once a part of this group, but you were president of a chapter, and even multiple chapters once one of the leaders died. What do you have to say?
Yes. Yes, I was.
Would you mind sharing with us a little bit more about your involvement with that group?
You know, I have so many fond memories of my time with Kaibigan. We all know that art is an important medium for political activism. But I realized that Kaibigan was going down a path that I couldn't take for myself.
And what exactly was the path that Kaibigan was heading towards?
Well, imagine that society and change is like steering a boat.
Okay.
You have to turn steadily and gradually to get where you want to be. Turn too fast, too abruptly, and you risk tipping over the boat. And to create real, tangible change, you have to work together, especially within systems of oppression. And that's how we reform them. Be the change that you want to see in the world.
Bravo! Truly inspirational.
You said we were going to keep Kaibigan off the interview.
I did. Freaking reporters. Look, I'll talk to someone at Rice, okay? Are you doing okay?
Okay. Am I doing okay? Bartender, yo, another shot.
Look, you made the right decision, Emile. I hope you know that.
I wish that most of this is made up, but every night I can't seem to find some peace of mind. I'm just back on a different grind. I might have gotten what I came for, but every night I wish I could write that I took your life. I'm reaching for a feeling, something I can do, but I can't lose this thing to prove. Wish there was a way to rewind. I understand this change, but success don't change the pain. I must ask you all that came when you see me on this stage. Do you feel represented? Do you feel represented?
Tell me, do you feel represented? Do you feel represented? Now here we are, the result and the outcome. Find myself with riches of fulfillment, I'm without some. Clean white collar with the new self agreed humdrum. Would aspirations matter when exploitation can't be undone? Let's run some stats and numbers. A rise of seeing people of a different skin color, but with a certain income and outlook to bundle. Who is to say that they truly know your struggles? They may eat the same food and celebrate it similar. Made an entrance on some movie cinema. But to assume you have the same problems, most cases they don't, so they won't care to solve them. We'll use what we got, but can't we have more? If change is constant, then who's keeping score? If you choose, you would say that I'm to blame. If you were in my shoes, it would have done the same.
The Andre. So grinding my teeth at the coffee, but glad we came together for his death anniversary. Better times, better days.
For real, sometimes I feel like doing it again, starting from zero, but without even a cent. We even got terror attack just for making music. The odds would be against us. Would it even be worth it?
The odds aren't the only defining factor, not the only answer. You can process every calculation possible, it may not even matter. If a boat was heading toward an iceberg, would you do whatever it takes to get further away? You wouldn't think of odds, you would struggle on the spot.
How can we succeed if you don't got much?
Yo, no problem though. You hearing this? Just the classic Filipino experience. Ain't got much, so we'll be resourceful. Let's go through the odds, but we still stay hopeful. Let's dig through the archives, find a Google Drive. If we were together, then I know this would thrive. Revive the Slack channel. You heard it from me first. Kalaya is coming back. Better stay on the alert.
Andre, Bonifacio, clock stop ticking. Here's what you ought to do. There's the colonists leaving us impoverished, penniless. It may not be as obvious what the government's telling us. Not just the past where you get tagged for speaking out. Our precious get mad during the era of now. The lessons might change, but the essence of the message is the same. There's a movement, and you have a role to play. What do you say?
Reaching for a feeling, something I can do, but I can't lose this thing to prove. Wish there was a way to rewind. I understand this change, but success don't change the pain. I must ask you all that came when you see me on this stage. Do you feel represented?
I wanna rewind.
Do you feel represented?
Change is the only consistent thing.
Do you feel represented?
So this might sound strange.
Do you feel represented?
Change is the only consistent thing. You might wanna rewind.
To a simpler time.
Change is the only consistent thing. So this might sound strange. Change is the only consistent thing.
single one of you guys for coming today. From the bottom of my heart, I promise, it means so much to me. Man. I'd first like to foremost thank you, Indigo Design and the couldn't do any of this without you guys. Thank you, Danica and Alex, for being our video. Thank you to all of our vendors. Thank you guys so much. And give it up for your favorites, Kabayan and Leslie Lupia. Thank you guys so much. And of course, I wouldn't be here today without my e-board members and my crew here standing here today. Thank you so much.
Oh shoot. Okay. Wasn't ready for this. Okay, alright. Thank you, folks, for coming. I didn't know when I was alone in my room for like 8 months, like writing this out, that it would be performed here with you all. So I hope you feel like you experienced something special here. There's a lot of folks I want to thank. I'm just gonna make it real quick. Actually, the first person I want to thank, Joanna. For every hat possible whenever there was something that was needed. She actually created the flyer as well. Did a lot of that. Filled it whenever it needed someone for the dance ensemble, filled it for any role, and thank you so much for that. I'm really bad at this. Really bad at this. Jhus. But I think the main thing to note is that the road to make this a thing was treacherous, yo. We had like 3 venue date changes. There was a pandemic. We lost like a month of rehearsal. And you know, like some folks we've heard from throughout the 90s, we'll use what we got, you know? And that throughout this, and the most important thing was that change is always constant, you know? Whatever that might mean for you. And I hope that's what you take away. But please, I had an amazing, talented group of folks here. When I was first thinking of this, I was like, there have been so many talented Filipinos that didn't have something to show their talent. I was like, it was a musical that allowed folks to do that. And so I had the opportunity to just work with not only a talented team of designers and writers and choreographers and a director as well, but the cast, yo, oh my god. Super talented group of folks. The folks who are in the main cast or even just dancers, and also thank you so much for the side characters and whatnot. You all made this vision of a reality. I hope to give Lin-Manuel Miranda a run for his money. How do I end this, yo? How does this work? Oh, okay. Let's see if I remember this. There's a slide for it. So, to wrap this up, we're going to do an isang bagsak. An isang bagsak means one down, because we're one step closer to our goal. And that is Kaibigan's mission statement, which is to unite and empower Filipino-American students at University through social, educational, political, and cultural activities, all while celebrating the Filipino-American experience. I'm going to say 1, 2, 3. Then we say isang bagsak and make a loud stop, clap, or noise. Okay?